If you watch Keeping Up or are a fan of basketball, then you probably know who Larsa Pippen is, because she's longtime BFFs with the Kardashians and got her name from being married to Scottie Pippen for 20 years. There's also a lot of scandal surrounding Larsa, her involvement with Kardashian men, and the way her kids feel about her recent dating life. And I'm going to be breaking it all down. I'm Mackenzie, you're watching I.O., and let's get into it. So for a quick bio on Larsa, she was born in Chicago, graduated from the University of Illinois with a political science degree, and got married to Scottie Pippen in 1997. And while she was married to the basketball star, she leveraged her position to get on season 1 of The Real Housewives of Miami, and on multiple appearances of Keeping Up. Larsa's relationship with her ex-husband Scottie got rocky in 2016 after she was accused of cheating on her husband with the rapper Future. The two left his magazine cover party together, and then Larsa was seen making multiple trips with Future on his private jet. But Larsa denied those rumors, posting online that her split was because she was lonely because Scottie was never around. Then in another tweet she said, quote, "I was married to him for 20 years. I did everything for him and my family. People change, and that's what really happened. Most people can't even imagine being in a relationship for a week, so I know it's beyond imagination. Cheating wasn't the problem." But Future seemed to confirm the cheating rumors in a 2017 song called Rent Money, in which the rapper alludes to sleeping with Larsa. Future appears to diss Scottie in the song as well, with some explicit lyrics. But then her and Scottie got back together in 2017, with Scottie allegedly making it happen by buying her a $4 million ring. But Larsa ended up filing for divorce again in 2018. Since then, she has had quite the interesting dating history, being linked to Tristan Thompson, Harry Jowsey, even allegedly Chris Humphries, and most recently Malick Beastly. And you might be thinking, wait, she dated Tristan, aka Khloe's baby daddy? How did I not know this before? Well, that's because she only revealed it very recently, and a lot of people think that that might be part of the reason that she's not friends with the Kardashians anymore. She spilled the tea when she was a guest on the Hollywood Raw podcast, with her admitting that she dated Tristan right before he started dating Khloe, and she's also responsible for introducing them too. Saying in the interview, quote, "I kind of was seeing Tristan before Khloe or any of them even knew he existed. I was seeing him. I had him come to LA. I brought him to a party Kim Kardashian West had. I introduced him to all of them, and then a week later, maybe 10 days later, he started seeing Khloe," but adding that she didn't really care and she will never chase a man. Then she also admitted that she was the one that broke the news of the Jordan cheating scandal to the family, because she had connections with Jason Lee, who owns Hollywood Unlocked, who broke the story. This was also around the time that Kanye West was on one of his Twitter storms, and he tweeted out just Larsa with a thinking face, basically alluding to something sketchy. After that happened, the world realized that the Kardashians no longer followed Larsa on anything, and there was clearly a falling out because they were BFFs only a few months before, with some people even thinking that Larsa might have cheated with Tristan on Khloe because he was clearly having affairs with multiple women, and since they had already dated, it's not really that much of a long shot. Larsa's response to this was that Kanye brainwashed the family into not liking her, because allegedly Kanye would call her all the time and vent to her in the middle of the night, and she ended up blocking his number because she couldn't take it anymore. But the Kardashians said it was just a simple falling out of touch. But now onto some more recent tea. Larsa Pippen was just spotted out with 24-year-old basketball player Malick Beastly, and there was so much wrong with this. Firstly, Malick actually has a wife at home, Montana Yao, so he was publicly cheating, and he actually has a son with that wife too. Yao responded to the news of the photos by writing on her Instagram, quote, "Wow, I don't even know this man. This is wild, y'all. I'm seeing it for the first time just like you guys." Then adding, quote, "The truth always comes out one way or another." And there are actually reports that she has filed for divorce in the midst of all this. To make things worse, Larsa has a 20-year-old son, Scottie Pippen Jr., who's currently at Vanderbilt trying to follow in the steps of his pro basketball star dad. And since Larsa has dated so many guys in the NBA, usually that are closer in age to her son, that is clearly creating issues in her son's life. And he's no longer hiding it, with Scotty Jr. getting caught liking tons of tweets on Twitter, seemingly against his mother's actions. With one reading, quote, "Look at how disappointed in his mama he is. This breaks my heart." And another that read, "I feel bad for Scottie Pippen Jr. Honestly, that young man has to deal with this every other week. Enough is enough." He even liked another that said that his mom was clout chasing, along with him tweeting out in the midst of the scandal, quote, "Focused on myself and my goals. I'm not responsible for nobody's actions. All good over here." And the fact that there's a potential that she could have dated one of his former or future teammates, I'm sure that makes his professional life a little more complicated. And honestly, if she wants to date young guys, she can. Just don't make them basketball players for the sake of your son. So guys, that's all I have for the story today. Let me know your thoughts below. For me, I just really want to know what happened between her and the Kardashians, as there were rumors that she cheated with Tristan on Khloe, but it's so hard to know like what exactly happened. Please let me know what you're thinking down below. But before I head out, I'm going to shout out some comments from my video on the Rip Trisha Paytas trend. Sam Morrison said, "People are so disgusting, WTF. Imagine spreading rumors about someone dying just because you don't like them." I completely agree with that. That's just taking it so far. Like, talk trash online all you want, but don't say that someone has died. That's another level. Then Brutal Cabbage said, "I can't even lie. When I say my first thought was she's the one lying about this for attention." I mean, it's Trisha. We can't put anything past her. I understand your skepticism. Then Mikasa said, "I wasn't aware Trisha actually had fans anymore." I mean, valid. But actually her H3 podcast Frenemies it's pretty entertaining, and I feel like it's making her a lot more relevant and just kind of more human-like, more relatable. People see her less as a troll and more just like a person that says crazy, outlandish things that make no sense. Alright guys, that is all for the video today. Thanks so much for sticking around. If you made it all the way here, I've been your host, Mackenzie Smith, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. For me, I just really want to know what happened between her and the Kardashians, as there were rumors that she cheated on Tristan, as there were rumors that she treated